Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the 2026 Golden Apple Celebration of Teachers. I'm Gulf Coast News Today anchor Jack Keenan.
And I'm Lisa Spooner. So we're honored to recognize educators in Collier County who are making a difference in the lives of students. For 36 years, the Education Foundation of Collier County, Champions for Learning, has been uniting the community and honoring, thanking, and celebrating the teachers who not only inspire their students, but also inspire the entire community.
We are here tonight to showcase this year's 6 Golden Apple recipients being recognized for their best practices, as well as introduce you to this year's Teachers of Distinction. But first, let's hear from this year's sponsor, Suncoast Credit Union.
Suncoast Credit Union was founded over 90 years ago by teachers for teachers. From the very beginning, our purpose was clear: to support educators, not just financially, but personally and professionally. What started in 1934 has grown into Florida's largest credit union, but our heart has never left our schools. Tonight, we celebrate educators who make Collier County Public Schools extraordinary. Thank you for the passion, dedication, and love you pour into your work every single day. Congratulations to the Golden Apple recipients and the Teachers of Distinction.
Tonight, we honor the educators who are changing lives inside and outside of the classroom. We celebrate our educators who are truly champions for learning.
Behind every student who finds their path, gains confidence, or reaches a goal, there's a teacher who helped make that possible. I'm Eric Williams, President and CEO of Champions for Learning. This program highlights the impact teachers have on students and how our community chooses to recognize that impact. Golden Apple is how Collier County expresses its appreciation for teachers. And this year, that appreciation showed up in a powerful way. More than 5,700 Thank a Teacher nominations were submitted, recognizing nearly 1,500 educators. That's almost half of all teachers in Collier County Public Schools. Students, parents, colleagues, sharing stories of impact, moments that mattered, teachers who made a difference. Because too often, the extraordinary work teachers do every day goes unrecognized. Golden Apple helps change that. It reminds our teachers that their impact is seen, not just in their classrooms, but across this entire community. From those 5,700 nominations, 58 Teachers of Distinction were selected, each representing their school and the very best of the profession. They came together at our Teachers of Distinction kickoff event, where they were recognized by community leaders, connected with one another, and began sharing the experiences that shaped their work with students. There, and in the weeks that followed, they shared the ways they helped students succeed. Our volunteer selection committee, educators, business leaders, and community members had the privilege of seeing that work up close, in presentations, in classrooms, in real time with students. And from that process, 6 teachers were selected as Golden Apple recipients. One of the most memorable moments along the way is Prize Patrol Day, a yellow school bus filled with volunteers, business leaders, community leaders, donors, and Champions for Learning staff, traveling across the county to surprise each teacher in their classroom. You can see it in the reactions, the joy, the disbelief, students celebrating their teachers, teachers reflecting on their students. Different classrooms, but the same thing at the center of all of them: care, commitment, teachers' belief in their students. And all of it led to April 17th, when our community came together for a sit-down dinner to honor these extraordinary educators. That evening, we recognized our Teachers of Distinction and our Golden Apple recipients, with each Golden Apple honoree introduced by a student whose life they impacted. It was a moment that captured something larger than a single event, because what we see with that event is not just a celebration. It's a reflection of what's possible for students when a community refuses to let great teaching go unnoticed.
Before we meet our 2026 Golden Apple recipients, we proudly recognize the 58 Teachers of Distinction, honored for their excellence in teaching and dedication to the Golden Apple process.
Representing Sable Palm Elementary School, Samantha Baraneche. Representing Village Oaks Elementary School, Stacy Bittner. Representing Innovation Preparatory Academy, Crystal Borrego. Representing Golden Gate High School, Cameron Buckles. Representing Palmetto Elementary School, Yanalet Cabrera. Representing Pine Ridge Middle School, Kaylee Campo. Representing Highlands Elementary School, Aaron Carswell. Representing Barron Collier High School, Courtney Cassidy. Representing Avalon Elementary School, Suzette Castillo. Representing Immokalee High School, Elias Cuevas.
Representing Tommy Barfield Elementary School, Georgina Dolan. Representing Parkside Elementary School, Caitlin Early. Representing Bridge Prep Academy of Collier, Corinne Farguson. Representing Naples Park Elementary, Shannon Foley. Representing Bear Creek Elementary School, Sharon Grant. Representing Herbert Cambridge Elementary School, Alacia Green. Representing Shadowlawn Elementary School, Miranda Handapongoda.
Representing RCMA Immokalee Community Academy, Joey Hernandez.
Representing Point Siena Elementary School, Kathy Holbert.
Representing Seagate Elementary School, Ciara Hope. Representing Oak Ridge Middle School, Tatum Howard. Representing Golden Gate Elementary School, Jennifer Howe. Representing Palmetto Ridge High School, Sylvia Jimenez. Representing Aubrey Rogers High School, Jason Jones. Representing Big Cypress Elementary School, Connie Kinsler. Representing Pelican Marsh Elementary School, Aaron Klein. Representing Colusa Park Elementary School, Loretta Lee. Representing Everglades City School, Peter Letner. Representing Marco Island Academy, Dr. Dom Lombardi.
Representing Vineyards Elementary School, Wendy Malik. Representing Marco Island Charter Middle School, Marty Miller. Representing iTech Immokalee Technical College is Melinda Moore. Representing Manatee Middle School, Shauna Moss. Representing North Naples Middle School, Gina Margaret Nesbitt. Representing Lely High School, Beatrice Padin.
Representing Immokalee Middle School, Dominic A. Pantera.
Representing Naples High School, Dr. Dawn Peterson. Representing Lake Trafford Elementary School, Desiree Pulizzi. Representing Lorenzo Walker Technical College, Camilo Quinones Garcia.
Representing Laurel Oak Elementary School, Angel Rafaloff. Representing Eden Park Elementary School, Gabriel Ramirez. Representing Osceola Elementary School, Julie Raymond. Representing Corkscrew Elementary School, Lizette Rayco. Representing Lely Elementary School, Pamela Rivera. Representing Gulf Coast High School, Jenny Rohde. Representing Golden Terrace Elementary School, Christina Roman.
Representing Veterans Memorial Elementary School, Stephanie Scalise. Representing Golden Gate Middle School, Edward Scarito. Representing Manatee Elementary School, Tracy Ann Scarlett. Representing Cypress Palm Middle School, Alexa Telez. Representing Alternative Schools, Bridget L. Toombs. Representing Pinecrest Elementary School, Marissa Trejo. Representing Estates Elementary School, Brooke Ann Whitman. Representing Laverne Gaynor Elementary School, Kristen Williams. Representing Gulfview Middle School, Sammy Wilson.
Representing East Naples Middle School, Yulisa Domingo Resendez.
Representing Mike Davis Elementary School, Nadia Yusuf. And representing Corkscrew Middle School, Caitlin Nicole Zapola.
Now, we have a chance to take a sneak peek into our 6 Golden Apple teachers' classrooms to learn more about their impact on students. Elias Cuevas teaches 11th grade United States history at Immokalee High School. Elias graduated from Collier County Public Schools, having grown up in Immokalee's Title I schools, which shaped both his character and professional calling. He returned to teach at Immokalee High School with a determination to give back to the same community that invested in him. Elias has been teaching for 4 years, and his best practice, reconnecting through purposeful roles, emphasizes authentic student engagement, collaboration, and learning.
What I like most about my teacher is how he's able to teach us very well, and if we ever have any problems, he's able to answer it with just a simple question. And he gives us many chances just to fix ourselves and our scores and stuff like our tests, we can retake them.
I was born and raised in Immokalee, Florida, and I lived there my entire life. I went to Immokalee Middle School, Immokalee High School, and I attended Highlands Elementary. And once I got the Golden Apple, it was funny because all my former teachers were sending me messages saying, "Hey, congrats, I'm glad I was a big influence on you." I was like, what? My approach is a little bit different because when I was younger, I realized that in order for me to learn, I had to hold something physically or read something physically. I couldn't read from a laptop. I couldn't read from an iPad, right? And that's what the kids have gotten used to. Now, after COVID, all the kids have computers now, laptops. You think about how crazy that is. I remember when I was in high school, you had to check out your laptop. You didn't have one just in your backpack that you could take home. So, we've slowly gotten into that. And, I love technology, but I think there's a time and place for it. And in the classroom, I love kids to interact with one another, and that goes to my entire practice, is reconnecting through purposeful roles. So giving students a role or a responsibility for their learning. So in my classroom, we like to have reader, writer, and speaker, and the supporter. And each kid, we have groups of 4, they're responsible for one thing. So the reader would read out loud, the speaker will speak to the whole group, the writer will write down all the ideas, and the supporter will support any of those 3 roles. Just going back to the basics, right? Think about what you've learned, the notebook that I brought in, it just goes to show that every day we're writing pencil and paper. The kids have gotten so used to just walking into a classroom and literally opening up their computer. What's crazy too, is that now kids will walk around school with just a laptop. No backpack, just a laptop. Just goes to show you how much they rely on technology and how much things have changed.
I like the atmosphere that he creates in the room. I'm able to come in here ready to learn, ready to, just get my day going in his class. Like, it's just very easy to learn in here. And he makes it amazing.
In my classroom, what I'm really proud of is the fact that everybody knows each other's names. I know that it may sound very simple, but now kids don't know each other's names, and it's pretty sad because, again, we're getting away from this technology era, and kids would walk into the classroom and I'm saying, all right, so-and-so, who's so-and-so? No, you gotta know everybody's name. So something that I like to practice in my classroom is when I call on a group, I won't just say group A, B, C, or D. I'll say group A, and then I'll say all 4 of their names. Or I'll go group B, and I'll say all 4 of their names. Just to make sure that I'm, showing an example that we should know each other's names. If you think about it, when you go back to high school or your memories in high school, you know everybody's name, everybody in your group, right? And I think that's just something that I'm really proud of, is that the kids know each other and they interact with each other and they have a relationship with each other.
I like how he's very dedicated to his job. He never is late. He's always on time, and he's always ready to give us information new that can really help us in life. It makes me feel that he really cares about us and he really enjoys his job. He's just a great teacher overall.
When I got hired into the U.S. History Department, our scores were okay. And I got the chance to move into this department, the U.S. History Department, with my former teachers. So as soon as that happened, I'm thinking in my head, that's an A team right there, former student, now working with teachers, trying to get the kids to pass the ELC. But last year, my honors kids got a 99% pass rate on their ELC. So there was one student that didn't pass it, but that's okay. And then my on-level kids, they got an 85% pass rate. So we were really, really close to, we wanted a really high score, and we ultimately got that. So as a school, we're improving. And like I said, I think ultimately what's leading towards their progress of being successful, it goes back to the reconnecting through purposeful roles, just having the kids interact with one another, having them take responsibility, because relationship building is ultimately the foundation to education.
I had the privilege of meeting Mr. Cuevas during my junior year. And from the very beginning, it was clear that he has a true passion for teaching and genuine care for his students. He doesn't just focus on helping students earn good grades, he ensures that they truly understand and connect with the material being taught. He helped me achieve goals I once thought were out of reach, like enrolling in college and applying for scholarships. I may be a little biased, but I truly believe Mr. Cuevas represents what an exceptional educators should be, and he is someone others can look up to as an example. Because of this, I am not surprised that he is receiving this award. It was only a matter of time. To say that I am proud of him would be an understatement. Thank you.
All of us are here today because someone believed in us. For me, that belief didn't come right away. Fresh out of college with a non-education major, I applied to a teaching position at Immokalee, and I was rejected. Maybe it was because I had no experience. Maybe it was because I didn't know how to write a lesson plan. I immediately began to question whether this profession was actually for me. What I've learned is that rejection is often redirection. I applied to Immokalee High School, and Ms. Calderon believed in me. She gave me the opportunity to return to my alma mater, something I will forever be grateful for. Then in my second year, Mr. Bodison called me into his office. And you know when they call you in, that's a little nerve-wracking. And a decision was made, and he moved me to the state-tested area of US history. He believed in me. As a second-year teacher who just figured out how to write a lesson plan 10 months earlier. And that year, we reached an all-time high passing rate on the US history end-of-course exam. And that's the power of belief. A huge shout out to all 153 of my students. You are the reason I stay in this profession. You challenge me, you motivate me, and you remind me every single day why this work matters. Thank you again for this incredible honor.
Connie Kinsler is a kindergarten teacher at Big Cypress Elementary School. Connie has been teaching for 34 years and is a proud graduate of Collier County Public Schools. Her best practice, Games for Growth, brings learning to life for her kindergarten students through engaging, hands-on academic games aligned to Florida's reading and math best standards. Using simple materials like puppets, learning cards, and popsicle sticks, but never computers or electronics, Connie reinforces academic and foundational skills.
She's the best teacher. She lets us play games.
I'm Connie Kinsler. I teach kindergarten at Big Cypress Elementary School. When I first walked in, yes, I was very nervous. I was fresh out of college. My degree was in 1st through 6th grades. So when I got the teaching job, my principal called me and said, "We want to hire you. We have a kindergarten position open." Well, I thought, well, how hard can it be? And I soon found out. And it was great. I had 25 students my first year. And I'm in the same classroom that I was in 35 years ago. And yeah, it's a great classroom. 15004, I love it. Just a lot of great memories. I love those 4 walls.
1, 2, 3, share, show, Sheldon, cut. Let's see. See everybody.
I'm proud of the Games for Growth. The games have evolved throughout the years. Some of the games are just very short games that reinforce a benchmark that they've learned, a standard that they've learned. We play rhyming games and letter sound games and addition and subtraction games. And I've organized it now to where we play them quickly with the students, and I'm proud of how the kids have evolved in their social skills, that they share, they take turns. They're very polite. They learn how to win, they learn how to lose. They are very creative, and I have some of these games that they'll go home and they'll make an extension of the game, and they'll come back like, I made this game. And then parents will tell me, oh yeah, they couldn't wait to tell me about this game or that game. And I've had kids in 3rd or 4th grade, you still play that game? I loved that game. If we go to music and there are an extra 30 seconds and we're just waiting to get into related arts, we play a quick game called Jump Slump. And I say 2 words. If the 2 words rhyme, they jump. If they don't rhyme, they slump. And it's just quick games like that. And that's just one of them that can be played anytime, anywhere. Parents will tell me, oh, they love this game, Jump Slump. And anytime you can bring home something from the classroom that they can do at home, it's nice to see.
Cook, look. Wet pet. Wall, haul.
Reading the nomination forms was, I can't explain how wonderful it was. And hearing from people I hadn't seen in years. Some of them were a couple of decades. And people just write really nice things, and you're very appreciative for those words. And, you know, the feeling is mutual. I feel the same about their family and their children. And I think the process was great when they asked the community to thank a teacher. I think it was very nice to read those.
She's kind. Hello, my name is Taya, and I'm so excited to introduce to you my golden apple teacher. She is the sweetest teacher ever and makes our classroom magical. We play fun learning games, and she reads us a lot of books. She is extra special to my family because she taught my two older sisters, and Miss Kinsler was also my mom's kindergarten teacher a very long time ago. We love her so much. Congratulations, Mrs. Kinsler.
In 1990, fresh out of college, I was hired by my first principal, Jerry Hartwig, to teach kindergarten at Big Cypress Elementary School. I'm forever grateful he believed in me and provided me with the incredible support I received as a first-year teacher. At the time, I could not have imagined that I would continue to teach kindergarten in room 15004 for 35 years. And I had wondered how hard could it possibly be to teach kindergarten. I soon found out. The first year of teaching was quite an eye-opening experience. I had 25 brand new 5-year-olds who walked into my room every day full of excitement and energy. Entering kindergarten is a monumental milestone for children. It sets the foundation for their entire academic journey. Robert Fulghum's book, All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten, was published in the 80s, and his message still holds true today. Share everything, clean up your own mess, say you're sorry, wash your hands before you eat, put things back where you found them, and flush. I became used to runny noses, wet shoelaces, and listening to lots and lots of stories. I'd choose this profession again and again. To my current kindergarten team and all teams along the way, we did this together. We supported each other, shared ideas, cheered each other on. We educated the future leaders. I hope everyone's night is as good as it feels to be the line leader in kindergarten. Thank you.
Wendy Malik, an educator of 33 years who teaches 3rd grade at Vineyards Elementary School. Her cross-disciplinary best practice, Wetlands Wonder Workshop, encourages students to explore how plants, animals, and people depend on the Everglades. Literacy, math, science, and art are seamlessly integrated as students read trade books, record observations in field journals, measure and graph data, and design posters while writing persuasive letters for conservation efforts.
I like my teacher because she's nice and she lets us do fun things in science class.
My name is Wendy Malik, and I'm a 3rd grade science teacher at Vineyards Elementary School. I was a 4th grade teacher. I got hired to take Terry Mitev's position when she decided to become an administrator, and she was one of the people that was on the interview team. And back then the classroom sizes were much larger. So that first time of being in a classroom by yourself, it's a very humbling experience. But that first class, it was a huge learning experience.
She does fun things, and when we do the fun things, we can actually learn something.
My approach to teaching is trying to make it relevant and meaningful for the students, because if they're not interested in what we're doing, then they kind of check out, which is what we do as adults too. So I try to make it
the topics, stuff that they can relate to and they can make a connection with. That way they are more apt to participate and they're motivated to learn because they are engaging in the content.
My most favorite part about this class is probably Miss Malik and the fun activities that she gives us after every science lesson.
Teaching is exhausting. It's a lot of work, a lot of planning, a lot of multitasking all the time. I think someone said that teachers make more split decisions than neurosurgeons during a day. Don't quote me on that, but I think I heard that somewhere. And by the end of the day, you really are exhausted. But I think that if you find a passion, like I happen to find this passion through FGCU and the Everglades Foundation, and it's just something that I go out every weekend and I'm hiking out on trails, and so that's my passion. So I think if you find a passion, whatever it is, whether it's art or storytelling or math, if you find ways to integrate it into your day, because that way what you're doing every day doesn't seem so unencumbering. It's something that you want to do, and when you're excited about something, then kids are going to be excited about it, and they're going to want to be there and be motivated to learn.
Miss Malik takes care of us so well. She gives us such good lessons.
About 6 years ago, I lost my spouse unexpectedly to complications from diabetes. And around that same year and a half period, I had a student in my class who lost his dad to brain cancer. And then a couple months before my spouse passed away, I had another student lose his mom to a heart condition. Coming to school every day and knowing that I was responsible for students and being there for them, it helped me through the grieving process. But the three of us, those year and a half, 2 years, we shared like a quiet understanding that we understood where we were coming from, what we were feeling, what we were going through. And so that made me realize that teaching was just so much more than just academics. It was really, truly about relationships and having a source of comfort and stability when you were going through so much, that you could understand what the child was going through, and they could understand that I'm a human too, and what I was going through. And so that 2-year span really is what solidified that I need to stay in the classroom and be with kids.
She is patient, she is kind, she is funny, and most of all, she is a great teacher. Mrs. Malik has so many talents, but her best one, in my opinion, is how she makes science interactive and not boring. An example of how she makes science interactive is when we were learning about gravity, we made a model of a roller coaster, and we used marbles to see at what height and angle can get the most momentum and get to the bottom. Another great example of how Mrs. Malik makes science fun is that everything is hands-on, so that she makes sure we understand the concept. Thank you, Mrs. Malik, for letting me honor you today.
From the very beginning of my journey, I have been guided by the example of Christa McAuliffe, who first inspired me when I was a sophomore in high school. President Ronald Reagan selected her, a classroom teacher, to be the first civilian aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger, to honor the importance of education and inspire students nationwide. Through the Teacher in Space project, he highlighted teachers as role models who shape the future and bring the wonders of space exploration into classrooms. By choosing an educator for this mission, he emphasized that teaching is a noble and impactful career, one capable of sparking curiosity, learning, and ambition in young people across America. That belief continues to guide and motivate me each day. Christa McAuliffe's courage, curiosity, and dedication remind me that education reaches far beyond the classroom walls. She believed in bringing the world to her students and the students to her world. I strive to carry that same spirit by creating meaningful learning experiences that inspire wonder and possibility, while also nurturing my passion for the Everglades and Florida's unique environment. Teaching is not only about academics, but also about helping students understand their role as caretakers of the world around them. The Everglades serves as a living classroom, filled with lessons about balance, resilience, and responsibility. And I encourage my students to appreciate and protect this extraordinary ecosystem. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Champions for Learning, Suncoast Credit Union, and Collier County Public Schools for this incredible honor. I am especially grateful to my principal, Mitch Kinsler, and my assistant principal and former student, Ashley Rasmussen, for their leadership and support. A huge thank you to my colleagues for making Vineyards Elementary School the best place to work for 33 years. I would also like to thank Mrs. Ricky Pyers of FGCU's Wings of Hope, who first got me hooked on hiking in Collier's Crew Trails and helped create awareness about the endangered Florida panther, and the Everglades Foundation for their literacy program supporting teachers and schools with Everglades-focused lessons. Finally, to my family, my mom, my daughter Bryce, my brother, Tyke, for always being there with love and encouragement. Your support means more to me than I can put into words. This award does not belong to me alone. It reflects the support of my colleagues, the trust of families, and the curiosity of my students like Adriana. I accept this recognition with the gratitude and renewed commitment to teach with passion and purpose. Thank you.
Shauna Moss was inspired to become an educator by her Collier County Public Schools 7th grade teachers at Pine Ridge Middle School. She now teaches 6th grade Earth and Space Science at Manatee Middle School. Shauna's best practice, empowered by high expectations and supports, fosters a classroom culture rooted in high-level learning challenges, encouragement, and teamwork. By setting high expectations and providing high support, Shauna facilitates deeper learning and skill growth in her students.
I love my teacher because she helps me grow academically, and she's been a really big help.
My name is Shauna Moss, and I teach 6th grade Earth and Space Science at Manatee Middle School. Kids are the best, and especially middle schoolers. Sometimes they get kind of a bad rap, but they're so funny, and they're really, really smart. And I love that they kind of question everything. You gotta work for them, and it's really admirable as an adult to be like, all right, I appreciate the fact that you want me to show you, I have to earn your trust. And I just love coming to work. It's the best job.
She made it fun, she made it entertaining. She did labs that were fun to do. And it helped me learn a lot.
My practice is high expectations with high supports. I truly believe that any student can achieve greatness, can work hard, can be challenged, no matter their background, no matter maybe their difficulties in learning, no matter what language they speak at home, where they come from, they can all achieve greatness. So for me in my classroom, I think of it as this is the start. So I challenge them. We do a lot of open-ended, complex thinking they have to solve for themselves. I am here as a support, but they are the active learner in my room. And we do a lot of group work, and it's amazing from the beginning of the year to the end of the year how much they've grown, not just academically, and obviously that's important, but as people. They leave and they feel good about themselves. They feel prepared to take on the next grade.
Even if you don't get it right, you should just try your best so you can understand what the correct answer is. If you got an answer wrong but you tried your best, then it's still good because you at least tried to answer.
We do a lot of positive talk in my classroom. We have this motto, you don't have to be perfect, but you have to try. And I say it a lot. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to. And then they all say, try. I make a lot of mistakes. I am far from perfect, and I'm okay with that, and they know that I'm okay with that, and I'm the first person to be like, I don't know. Let me look it up, or I made a mistake. I will admit it to them. We are people working together in my classroom. The first is for them realizing it's okay to be comfortable not knowing, and it's okay to be comfortable struggling, because together, we're gonna get you to where you wanna be. I am there to support them however they need, providing scaffolds to get them to the level that they want to achieve. And they will, and they do.
When you first walk into her room, you can tell right away that she's just not any teacher. She's this awesome energy that makes even the most boring topics actually interesting. Whether you're confused about a big project or having a rough morning, Ms. Moss is always there with a smile or a word of encouragement. It is such a privilege to have you as a teacher. And before I end my speech, I would like to say thank you, Ms. Moss, for always being there for me and other students. You really changed the way I view myself in life, because even if you're just a science teacher, you would help us with anything we need. And thank you for being like my second mother, because you really encourage us like a mother would do. Let's give a round of applause for the amazing Ms. Moss.
As teachers, we often talk about light bulb moments in our classroom. A light bulb moment occurs when a student has been struggling or pushing through something or some concept that may be difficult or challenging for them. When it finally clicks and understanding is realized, we witness this sweet victory of triumph. It's visible, it's palpable. Their pride amidst the brightest of lights. The greatest joy in my work is creating opportunities for those moments. I like to call them sparks. So in earth science, we talk quite a bit about forest fires. We discuss how they're not always bad. In fact, sometimes fires are needed to burn away dead brush and debris to make room for growth and new life. We call them a prescribed burn. For me, teaching is not about manufacturing greatness on demand. It's about noticing the spark that is already present, creating the conditions for it to catch, to grow, to burn within a student, helping them realize their worth, their potential, their greatness. I call this a prescribed burn. I was very fortunate to grow up in Collier County and to have so many wonderful teachers who recognized the spark in me. I can especially recall the impact of my two 7th grade teachers at Pine Ridge Middle School. In truth, I was a hot mess. Literally. When you think about stereotypical middle school chaos, I embodied it all. Mrs. Gonder and Mrs. Zach embraced my madness. They nurtured my wild spirit. They encouraged me to love who I am. I can't imagine that it was easy. And they still taught me so much. And in truth, I didn't go into their classrooms at first excited to learn about math or social studies. But when I was there, and I loved it. I was engaged in learning. I was seen. I was heard. They believed in me, and I believed in myself. I have carried that feeling, that torch with me all throughout my life, and especially into my classroom. Not every student walks into my classroom loving science, and that's okay. My purpose is for them to leave loving themselves, knowing their worth, knowing how truly smart and capable they are. Real learning is rarely explosive. Honestly, it begins as a small spark, something easy to miss, a hint of confidence or curiosity. But with patience and care, it becomes the kind of fire, a prescribed burn, that keeps a student warm long after they leave our classroom. Sometimes what a student needs is one ember, a person to believe that they are capable. And if their small fire is protected, it can outlast every doubt that tries to put it out. We can all be that ember for someone, and we can set spark to a flame. Thank you.
Julie Raymond, 4th grade teacher at Osceola Elementary School. Julie's been teaching for 44 years. Her best practice, Raymond's deep sea teaching, inspires, transforms math instruction into an immersive, movement-based adventure. The The classroom becomes an underwater world where students work in collaborative sea animal teams to rotate through theme stations, targeting various math concepts to earn pieces of a mystery treasure map. Students work together toward assembling the puzzle maps and discovering a secret prize.
She is very nice and very energetic to be around with.
My name is Julie Raymond, and I am teaching 4th grade at Osceola Elementary School. 44 years. 44. Yes, over 4 decades. It's those kids. Those kids just bring me back. They're amazing. I'm so grateful for those kids every single day. And when I see that they come in and they are unsure of themselves, and I can give them confidence, and they leave at the end of the day, and they believe in themselves, we've made the goal. Because I want my students to know that they can do anything. No goal is ever too high.
She'll make like learning easier by catchphrases. 6 and 8 went on a date, came back as 48 for multiplication.
I have to be enthusiastic for my kids. I want them to be enthusiastic. I want them to come to school and want to learn. They have so many years ahead of them. And so if I make it fun and I make it active and I have music and they're moving around and we put games into it, we put songs into it, those kids want to come to school the very next day. And that makes me happy because I know if they're coming to school and they're in my classroom, we've achieved and we're learning.
She's very, 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 very energetic.
Movement is so important for the students because I will tell them, don't touch your desk. Don't touch your desk. Let's get up. We'll play 4 corners, we'll play a game, and once you get them moving, and we'll also like hands up, hands down, stand up, sit down, that gets their brain moving. And they love to be in games and activities. And so you get them involved in games and activities, and here come the answers. The answers are flowing. Practice and approach in my classroom that I'm really proud of is how we create the environment. The environment is a risk-free environment where students feel welcomed, they feel that they can answer questions, they can collaborate and work with teammates. It is a happy place, it's hands-on, there's movement, there's music, and we have lots of laughter.
She is very giving and she is grateful.
The kids that leave the classroom at the end of the year, when you see those kids in tears, it makes you really sad yourself, but you know that you made a difference. And teachers all across our county make a difference. They are amazing. And they just need to know that sometimes it's the small moments. And those small moments make a difference. And sometimes you may never see that until later on in a child's life. And some of those kids come back. In fact, I had some students come back and gave me a Stanford hat. They're like, we're going to Stanford. I'm going to Stanford. And so little moments in the classroom you may not see until later down the road. But you do make a difference. Teachers make such a huge difference in the lives of children.
She is kind, compassionate, and one of the absolute best in the teaching world. She taught me that with hard work and determination, anything can be achieved. Anyone who is lucky enough to have her will be forever grateful, like me. I now present to you my Golden Apple teacher, Mrs. Julie Raymond.
For 44 years, every lesson that I have taught, every success that I've celebrated, and every challenge I have grown from has been shaped by the people around me. To the administrators and mentors who believed in me, guided me, and pushed me to be better, thank you. To my colleagues who share ideas, laughter, and sometimes even tears, you make this journey meaningful and joyful. And to our school families, thank you for trusting me with your children. That trust is something I have carried with me every single day of these 44 years. Being in 4th grade is such a special time. It is where confidence begins to bloom, where students start to discover their voice, and where they begin to believe in themselves. Each child who walks into my classroom brings a story, a spark, and endless potential. My students are my why. They are the reason I show up every day with passion and purpose. And truly, they inspire me far more than I could ever inspire them. This award may have my name on it, but it reflects all of you. For 44 years, thank you for believing in me. Thank you for being a part of my journey. And thank you for all that you do, for our students, for our schools, and for the future. Thank you to Champions for Learning, for making this unforgettable night possible through the Golden Apple program.
Stephanie Scalise teaches 3rd grade at Veterans Memorial Elementary School. A former student at Collier County Public Schools, she became a teacher to make a lasting difference in children's lives, just like her past educators helped her feel seen and capable. Her best practice, Blooming Beyond Barriers, transforms goal setting into a visual, reflective journey. Stephanie's students set personal, academic, or behavioral goals with a Bloom Buddy, recording them in journals where they plant their goals and reflect weekly on how they will continue to nurture their growth.
Because she makes us smart and not sad or something like that, and she always makes us happy when we're nervous or something like that.
My name is Stephanie Scalise, and I teach at Veterans Memorial Elementary School, and this is my 17th year teaching. Early on, I found that, when students walk in your door, they're all going through different things. You can have a gifted learner, you can have a child that doesn't speak English, and they all need something to work on. They all need to establish healthy habits. And when you can instill that in them from the beginning, you start to see that transformation. So I created something called Blooming Beyond Barriers, which basically works on allowing the students to figure out what it is that they need to work on for themselves to become a better version of themselves. So I give them all a Bloom Buddy, which is an accountability partner, and they kind of support each other along the way, and each student gets a little pot in the beginning of the year that they personalize, and they get to make it their own. They get to put their picture on it and write on it and make it meaningful to them. And as they meet with their partners every week, they set a new goal for themselves. Now, it doesn't have to be academic. It could be a social, emotional goal. It could be something, athletic if they're in sports, and they work on those goals, and then we call that planting our seed. And then every week they have to think about how are they going to water that seed? What are they going to do to work on that? And they work through these things with their Bloom Buddy. And when they achieve those goals, they get to add a leaf to their plant. And it's really symbolic because at first you're kind of like, yeah, it's a plant and it's growing, but they start to realize that plant really stands for who they are becoming. They start to see their plant blooming and blossoming, and it shows all the hard work that they've gone throughout the year to kind of transform and become the best version of themselves.
I love my teacher because she's kind, respectful, and she teaches us all the wonderful things to pass the 3rd grade. Because I learn much, she learned me new things.
In my classroom, I have a student that is on the autism spectrum, and she has a one-on-one assistant, and she has her struggles. She comes in and in the beginning of the year, she was very timid. She would need a lot of help. She was very shy. She would hide in corners and kind of just, avoid things that when they were hard, and would be very reluctant to stand and speak in front of anyone. And That same child is standing up on our classroom stage when we do our success stories, and she stands on the stage with her microphone. Yeah, she might need me to stand next to her, but she is standing and speaking confidently in front of the entire classroom, and it's amazing. It gives me goosebumps because I've seen this growth in her, and yeah, it may not seem like a big deal, but it's a huge deal for her, and it brings tears to my eyes when I see her do this because I know she's proud of herself. Even the day when I was announced Golden Apple, she came and put her little head in my shoulder and she had her back to everyone with all the cameras and she was very overwhelmed, but she looked up at me and she said, "Miss Scalise, we did it." I said, "Yeah, baby, we did it." And she was just so proud, and she knew it wasn't just I did it, we all did it together. She was the reason why this was able to come alive, so it was amazing.
Because she helps us learn, and she doesn't let us give up, and she's really kind.
I'll be honest, in the morning, I got the little notification, it's Prize Patrol Day, and my heart was racing, and I texted my husband. I was like, "Tom, today's the day." And my heart was pounding all day, and I was kind of pacing, but I didn't say anything to anyone. I was like, I'm not gonna jinx it, I'm just gonna kind of keep it to myself. And the day kept going on, and we slowly kept seeing everyone started getting announced, and I was like, it's okay, I'm gonna let whatever be. And so I just got my kids from Related Arts, and I was teaching math, and I was standing in front of the classroom, and all of a sudden my door opened. But the funny thing is I heard my daughter say, "Hi, Mom." And that was the first thing I heard, and I was like, what is she doing in here? And then I saw all the cameras walking in, and I just couldn't believe it. And me, I'm just a very emotional person. I just couldn't stop crying. I could not believe it. Still to this day, I am in shock because there are so many amazing teachers, and to know that I was recognized was just a moment that I will never forget. It was just indescribable.
She's funny. And she helps us learn, and when we try to give up, she never makes us give up.
I'm Hannah Jones, and Mrs. Scalise was my 4th and 5th grade teacher from 2013 to 2015. These were some of the most difficult years of my life at home, but when I came to school, I always felt safe in her classroom. Mrs. Scalise goes above and beyond to make sure every student feels valued, loved, and empowered, and her students truly love her for it. Mrs. Scalise inspired me to work with children myself, and in 2023, I had the pleasure of returning to her classroom, this time as a student teacher. There is no one more deserving of this award, and every child deserves a teacher like her. It's my pleasure to introduce my former teacher, mentor, and now my friend, Mrs. Scalise.
I was trying to hold it together this whole time, guys.
Good evening. I am deeply honored to stand here tonight as a product of Collier County Public Schools, a place that shaped my education and my life. I walked into this district as a kindergartner with a backpack bigger than me, and now I walk into a classroom of my own, carrying something greater, a responsibility to shape lives. As teachers, we meet children at all different points in their journey. I think about one of my current students who walked in on the first day of school, not speaking any English at all. He was afraid and unsure of himself. But week by week, with encouragement and support, I watched him begin to try, then participate, then believe in himself. That is just one story that represents so many of the students who walk through our doors every single day. Because real growth doesn't come from forcing every child into the same path, but from seeing students and meeting them where they are. I would not be standing here tonight without the unwavering support of my family. To my siblings and parents, thank you for shaping who I am today. To my husband and children, thank you for your love and being my why every single day. There is a song by Andy Grammer called "Don't Give Up on Me," and his message has always stayed with me. As we close, remember this: while not every educator in here got to share their story, every single one of them in this room is a light, a beacon for a child. In the moments that matter most, In the quiet struggles we may never fully see, you are the person they look to when they say, "Don't give up on me." And because of you, they won't ever have to face it alone. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Leslie Riccadelli, Superintendent of Collier County Public Schools. We're proud to partner with Champions for Learning and see the difference they make for our students, educators, and community. Champions for Learning's programs open doors for students to reach their goals and ensure our teachers feel supported and celebrated. The Golden Apple program shines a well-deserved spotlight on the incredible educators who inspire excellence every day. Thank you, Champions for Learning, for more than 35 years of dedication to our Collier County Public Schools.
Thank you for joining us here on Gulf Coast News for the Golden Apple Celebration of Teachers, sponsored by Suncoast Credit Union.
To all the Collier County educators, thank you for going above and beyond to support student success and for being a champion for learning. On behalf of the whole community, we are grateful for your hard work. I'm Lisa Spooner.
And I'm Jack Keenan, wishing you all a good night.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, my first name, or my full name is Elias Cuevas. Elias Nieves Cuevas Gonzalez is my full name. Yeah, you gotta take a breath in between it.
You all are awesome. You're making me feel a lot better. You're fun. I mean, 5-year-olds are more fun, but you're fun too.
They have a startup on the board. They have a really cringy joke or meme that's always related to our content, and it's bad. They try not to laugh, but I laugh for myself, so that's always good.
Is it like crooked?
Which is what I've been doing the whole time. It's my nerves.
It's okay, I'm doing the same thing.
Should have had like a chamomile tea on the way here. Oh.
I had no idea it was Golden Apple Day. And I actually was like, thought about not even coming to work that day because it was a Monday. And I was on the phone complaining to a friend like, oh, it's Monday. And I was glad that I showed up.
Boy, at the end of the year, when they believe in themselves and they did it, you see that light bulb come on and you see the smile on their face. It is so, so rewarding.